Okay. We're live. I'm here with Charlie Brown. Obviously, I'm Jarrett Boxing. We're live, yeah, and we're gonna talk about Mike Alvarado versus Juan Manuel Marquez in the meter. His first fight back since losing to Tim Bradley, and and Alvarado's fight losing from to Provodnikov, and there's a lot of people really interested in this fight. Is this fight a real flamer fight? We will see. But Charlie Brown, what's your take? I think you've got the YouTube thing on. I think you need to turn it off. That's why you're echoing.
Okay.
Yeah, you turn the volume. Just turn the volume off in there.
Yeah. All right.
That's all right.
Has it gone now? Yeah.
No. You have to just turn the volume down on it.
Okay. Wait there. 1 second. Hello. That's better, isn't it?
Nah, it's still going on.
Still.
Someone's got the YouTube thing on.
1 second.
Okay. Yeah, you turn the volume. Just turn the volume.
Okay. 1 second.
What now, yeah?
I'm baffled now. Oh, it must be this volume here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, that's it. Okay then.
I can still hear actually.
You still?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna try and move far away from the laptop. It should have gone by.
All it is either the YouTube.
Yeah.
Nah, it's gone now. No. Actually, you know what? It's me in it. My bad. It was me. That's alright. It's me, bro. I mean that. It's me. Alright. So I think Night Turner's coming in. It's funny, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know what? I'll be like, Charlie Brown, like, turn the thing off. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Someone's asked me to come in. It's Natty.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second.
Go on.
Yeah, give me your take, can you? Give me your take, my man.
Yeah, I think, well, obviously, you could look at it two ways, right? It's could be like a confidence building kind of fight for Marquez after the loss to Bradley.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling that if he comes through this fight, if Danny Garcia goes up, I've just got that feeling that they'll do that. But for Alvarado, it's like a kind of make or break fight for him as well. You know what I mean? He's kind of at the crossroads. I mean, you'll probably put me right on it, but I've looked at his record, and he could rise above the ashes where he is now. Because to me, he just seems like a bit of a journeyman. But he's very talented. Don't get me wrong.
So who you picking?
So if he's taking this seriously and he's actually there to win, it could set him up for a big fight with maybe Danny Garcia as well. You know what I mean? Because he's coming up from. Is this fight at welterweight or is it at light welter?
I think it's at light welter.
All right. So Marquez is going down. Okay. So like I just said, that will set him, set up a fight with Danny Garcia at 140. Then you know what I mean? Because I don't think Danny Garcia, because Broner's down there now, I don't think he will go up. You know what I mean? As you've just said that it's at light welter, it's making sense now. Go on.
No. This is I mean, me personally, man, the way I see the fight, he just jumped in. Is that Ben Umar? Yeah, Ben Umar. Yeah, all right. Yeah, the way I see the fight is it's a pick 'em fight because how much has Marquez got left? Yeah. And right now is like how much has Marquez got left, and what's Alvarado got left? You know, but right now the two of them is they're at a crossroads right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a crossroads fight, and one can go up and one can go down. Alvarado to me took a hellacious beating from Provodnikov.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, like, I don't know how much he's got left. Marquez is okay. I mean, he just got schooled by Bradley, in my opinion. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way I see that fight. But we're going to ask some other people out here. So, Ben Umar jumped in first. How you doing, Ben Umar? I think he's on mute. All right, let me just jump in. Now, Mr. Natty Turner, the blood sugar of this YouTube shit. We're saying
What
that.
a guan, fire? What a guan?
Hey, good to have you. I saw your video on this. You can break it down for the peoples who don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Basically, I see this as a definite comeback fight for Juan Manuel Marquez. He's looking at Mike Alvarado like he's damaged goods right now. Mike Alvarado has been in three tough fights in a row, 2 with Brandon Rios and 1 with Provodnikov, in which he quit on the stool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after somebody quits on the stool, man, it's hard. It's hard for me to see the fire still in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When somebody quits on the stool, it's telling me that they don't want to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? They might be able to come back and get in shape and look good on the scales and whatnot, but do they really want to fight? When the adversity hits them in the ring, are they gonna break down again? You know what I'm saying? Because if you quit once, I think you could quit again. You know what I'm saying? And just on the boxing level, I don't think Mike Alvarado has the tools to beat a Juan Manuel Marquez. Because Juan Manuel Marquez is not going to just stand in front of him all night long. You know what I'm saying? And go toe-to-toe with him. You know, Mike Alvarado has the ability to box, but only against people that he's a superior boxer to. And he's not a superior boxer to Marquez at all. You know what I'm saying? Marquez will have the better speed in here. Only thing I could see Mike Alvarado having is the reach advantage and probably the strength advantage. But I don't believe he's going to be able to utilize those things. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna try to throw out his jab, but his jab is slow and it's not that good, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's not that good. He's a slow fighter, and Marquez is probably gonna be the speedster in this fight, man. He's gonna have every advantage in hand and foot speed, and he's gonna counter punch him to death. I don't think that Mike Alvarado will get knocked out. A lot of people are making a big deal about how Marquez looks big and how he knocked out Pacquiao and all of that good stuff. But even at this weight, he can knock people out. Don't get it twisted. But at this weight, I don't think he's a knockout puncher. I think he caught Pacquiao with the perfect punch. You know what I'm saying? At the perfect moment. Pacquiao was coming forward with reckless abandon, again with his chin out. And not only that, he tripped over Marquez's foot, so that added momentum to it. You know what I'm saying? And he caught him with a nice shot, man. So people are kind of jumping out the window about he's looking all super powerful and rah rah rah. I don't think he has the ability to knock out Mike Alvarado. Now I thought this fight was gonna be at 140. But apparently they're fighting at welterweight. I see them weighing at 143, 144, you know what I mean, on the scales. So apparently they're not fighting at 140, Mike Alvarado, Mike Alvarado's previous weight. They're fighting at, you know, a little catch weight or whatever the case may be. So Mike Alvarado might be a little stronger in this fight, you know what I mean? He seemed to run out of gas. I don't know if he was having trouble making the weight. Against Provodnikov. He seemed to run out of gas late in the fight. Everything Provodnikov touched him with, it seemed to hurt him. But at the same time, man, Marquez, even at this advanced age and stage, he is the superior fighter in the ring, and I don't see Mike Alvarado posing him any problems. I think that's probably a reason why he picked him. You know what I mean? Because he could have got in the ring with Provodnikov and got his 5th title like he wanted to get. But he chose to go with the loser of that fight. So I don't see any problems here for Marquez. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I wasn't really interested in the fight. That's why I took so long to make a prediction video for it. But I'm a boxing fan and I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
For real, man. I mean, that's why we always here. Thanks for your take, but not eternal. I mean, look, man, I ain't gonna lie. The same reason I wasn't too interested in it as well, but. Like it is a boxing fight, you know, and it's you know, HBO's covering it, and see the undercard. Ben Umar, call him Ben Umar, Brooklyn's.
Yeah.
What up? Now your boy's fighting tonight, man. Give us a breakdown, bro.
A breakdown of the Marquez fight, right?
Right, man.
I mean, it's like Natty Turner said, it's at a catch weight, and a weird catch weight. I think catch weight was 143. Alvarado came in 0.2 pounds overweight, but Marquez said it was cool, so the fight's going to take place anyway. Marquez came in 141. Marquez looks a lot shorter, and I think in the early rounds he's going to have trouble with the reach and the height of Alvarado, but after a while, skills pay the bills, and Marquez is the more skilled fighter, and I think he'll just slowly break him down, pick him apart, and probably stop him late like he did Baby Bull Diaz. I think the fight's going to fucking mirror that. It's going to be hard for Marquez early, but Marquez's skills is going to take over late, and El Dinamita is going to take care of business.
All right.
That was a classic one, Ben. With Baby Bull, that was classic.
Oh, hell yeah, it was. Definitely was.
Yeah,
I don't think the fight will be that good, but I think it's going to mirror that, how Juan's going to be struggling early, but he'll get to Alvarado, man. He'll get to Alvarado.
I can see Alvarado causing an upset here. I mean, look, the thing is, Marquez don't hit that hard, yeah. I know he bombed out Pacquiao, but
yeah,
Alvarado, I could see it. You can see Alvarado doing it. Alvarado put real good boxing skills on Rios, yeah, but obviously he got beat up in the.
But that's Rios.
Yeah,
that's Rios.
But what I'm saying is that Marquez is slowed some. Like, I'm only gonna put the argument the opposite way. Marquez is slow some, so I feel like Alvarado's people probably feel like him. But the difference is Marquez ain't took a beating. You know what I mean? He ain't been in no wars. That's 3 wars back to back with what's his name again with Rios, and then he got the Provodnikov fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the mileage. That's the mileage at the clock. But having saying that, them guys hit really hard. Marquez don't hit that hard. Maybe Alvarado will be able to walk through him.
Marquez doesn't hit that hard at welterweight, but he still has pop, man. You got to understand, this dude has, 40, 35 knockouts on his record? You know what I'm saying? He
40 plus knockouts, I think, Natty.
40 plus, right? See? And he carries power late. When did he knock out Casamayor in the 11th round?
Yeah, but that's all light. Most of them is knockouts or lightweight and feather.
Yeah, that's lightweight, but he's in the power department.
He's up in 140, 147. The only one he's knocked out is Pacquiao, man. You know what I mean?
He knocked out Pacquiao. He knocked out that one Mexican dude in the first round.
Yeah, that's notable names I'm talking about. I'm only bringing the argument. Yeah, I agree with you. But Alvarado's been around this weight for the longest. I could see Alvarado doing something. But just to me, man, like the Marquez ain't that guy like Provodnikov or Rios. He's just ain't that guy. He's a counter boxer, and to be honest with you, he's happy just winning it on points. Alvarado's that dude who just go in there and just try to slug it, man. So,
but those guys never really give Marquez. He can slug it, but those guys never really give Marquez problems. It's the speedsters, the slicksters. You know what I'm saying? It's people who are slicker than him.
Yeah, but
when
all right.
Slicker than Marquez, that's when you see Marquez's vulnerability, man.
Yeah, but this is again like it's time and age. It's a very crossroads fight. I can see why people are not overly excited. The winner out of this is gonna fight Pacquiao. Let me ask the question. Let me ask Charlie Brown as well. Charlie Brown, yeah. You think the winner out of this fight should fight Manny Pacquiao?
No, I don't.
Explain to the people why.
I've seen Marquez and Pacquiao enough times now. And what's it gonna solve? And you know what happens after that? You know, everybody. I think most people would agree that we want to see Pacquiao and Mayweather because obviously the Khan and Mayweather fight might or might not happen in September because of Ramadan and all that. I just don't see what this fight is solving. You know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like Natty Turner said, I think, and like I said before, I think it's like a kind of confidence building fight for Marquez. Like you said as well about Alvarado, he's a guy that likes to go in there and tear people up and all that. I think it's the classic sort of counter puncher, the older guy with the better skills against the sort of younger guy, and it is a crossroads fight. But to fight Pacquiao, I just don't see I think Pacquiao needs to be in there with somebody that can really test him. Rios didn't really test him. I don't think Alvarado would test Pacquiao either. And then what would that, after that fight, what would happen? Who would the winner of that fight? I think it's the classic sort of counter puncher, the old what happened?
Go ahead.
I'm still. Hello?
I think that was a delay or something.
Yeah, it was a delay, man, because I was chatting away.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go on. You say.
Yeah, no, but basically, the way I see it is that it's not really going to solve much to me. I don't want to see Pacquiao fight the winner of this. I'd like to see Pacquiao possibly fight Mayweather or a stronger opponent in the welterweight division. That I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The winner of this fight in Pacquiao. I've seen Marquez way too many times now. That would be their 5th fight, and it wouldn't. I don't know. I don't see what it's gonna solve. I don't see it making that much money. It doesn't make any sense at all. That's just my take on it.
All right. But go ahead, Bashir. Tell us about. Do you think the winner should fight Pacquiao?
Man, if it's Marquez, absolutely not. I don't want to see a 5th Marquez fight, and I don't think Marquez wants that fight. I believe him, but you flash enough money in somebody's face, it might change his mind. But if I was Marquez, I would hang on to that picture-perfect knockout. You know what I'm saying? And ride off into the sunset with that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. As far as if Mike Alvarado wins, which I don't think might happen, but it is boxing. You never know, right? If Alvarado wins, I mean, what does that really do for Pacquiao? It just shows that Top Rank is running out of options over there, man. Who do they really have to fight at welterweight? Pacquiao, I'm hearing Pacquiao might go to 140. You know what I'm saying? But who's at 140? Provodnikov, the same guy that Freddie Roach trains. Guess whose side he's gonna be on in that equation? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see that as interesting me. Pacquiao fighting the winner of this particular matchup, man. Any of these guys, for Alvarado, it's not a competitive fight. You know what I mean? Like I said, I believe Alvarado's shot. He has to prove me wrong. And as far as the Marquez fight, I've seen it already. You know what I mean? And Marquez seemed to do better every time out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Marquez really should have traveled from Provodnikov for that title, man. If you went for that strap.
Yeah, I agree.
Put him with the belt. Floyd's got 2 of the belts. He get 1 of the belts, and Sean Paul's got 1.
But Provodnikov has a 140-pound title. He wants a welterweight title.
Yeah, you're right. But this fight, where is this fight? This fight's supposed to be at 140, right?
143, I believe Ben said the catch weight is.
Yeah.
143. So that is welterweight. That is welterweight.
Yeah.
It's above 140.
It's 143. It's 143.
Yeah. That's some bullshit. Like the thing is, yeah. I mean, look, man. We can talk about all the politics. Like, is this gonna be a good fight? But Ben Uma, is this gonna be a good fight tonight?
Hold on. Let me touch on the last question you asked. Then I'll jump to that. All right.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna spend too much time on that because I completely agree with what Natty said. I don't want to see Marquez fight a Pacquiao again because, I mean, you can't improve on what you did in the last fight. You can't improve on it. So only thing you could do is cause harm to yourself by fighting that fight again. And Alvarado, even if he finds a beat Marquez, which I don't believe he will, he doesn't deserve that fight, and it would be a complete mismatch. So that'd be a waste of time. Pacquiao needs to be fighting bigger and better guys. I don't know who these guys should fight next. If anybody, Marquez should be trying to get a rematch with maybe Bradley, because they only fought once and try to avenge that loss, which I don't think he could at this stage in his career, but at least try. And you said, do I think this is going to be a good fight?
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an excellent fight. Because this is the reason why. Marquez is a fucking very tactical, precise type of fighter. The only time he gets into a brawl is if, like, you bring it to his chest. And Alvarado always starts fights off trying to box, but he's not going to be able to box with Marquez. If he tries to box with him, he's going to keep getting peppered. He's going to get caught with that right hand on that overhand right. He's not going to be able to do it, so he's going to end up making it a brawl. And when Marquez gets forced to fight like that, it always ends up being a great fight. You know, always being some slugfest. You probably see a couple knockdowns. Marquez might even see the canvas, but I think Marquez is going to stop him late. But I think it's going to be an excellent fight. Even though it's not a good fight in my paper, because what did Alvarado do even deserve this fight? Why is Marquez even fighting him? Doesn't make sense, especially when he has so few fights left in his career. He's already 40-plus years old. He needs to be trying to get paydays and big names at this point, but I still think it's going to end up being a good fight.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why he didn't take the Provodnikov fight. He didn't want to take too much damage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think he came off a loss as well. I think you come off a loss, and you can't go too far back, but you fight someone who's credible. And to be honest with you should be able to beat him because he's, Alvarado's took too much, but you can't put him into that status of, get the Pacquiao's again and this and that. But to be honest with you, like Marquez, there is not much left on the table for the man to accomplish. At this point, it's very dangerous for him. That you could, is it gonna hurt his legacy losing to Alvarado? Not really, because the Pacquiao thing will never go away. But it's just showing you that about time is about your time. But none of these guys right now are gonna set the world alight. But it's still an interesting fight. I mean, Alvarado's only lost twice. He's only lost twice, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he lost twice. Provodnikov and
he might have had a loss before Rios. No. It was the Battle of the O's when they fought.
Yeah, see,
the Battle of the Unbeatens when they fought. Yep.
Right. So he's only lost 2 fights, but in the losses, he took a tremendous amount of punishment, which he was winning the fight in the Rios fight. That's probably why he wanted the rematch. So he got over that hill. But then you go into the Provodnikov fight, and you take a late. You get your championship, and you take a. You was doing all right, but the Provodnikov was just too big and strong. I don't know what that guy's made of.
Provodnikov, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. You can hit him with a brick, and he's gonna keep on coming. Yeah.
I mean, boy, it's interesting. You know what? You would have liked to see it, but Marquez, he would trying to, because he wouldn't have enough. I don't think he'd have enough to keep that guy off. At the end of the day, like if the Pacquiao fought, Bob Aaron's running. This is why Golden Boy, and when I know we changed something slight, this is why Golden Boy and Top Aaron have to make fights because they've run out of options. They have to put these guys in fights because there's nothing left on the table. They can't keep going.
I mean, there's plenty left on the Golden Boy side.
Yeah, not in these low weights, man. In the Golden
at 140. There's plenty left at 140 to do.
Fuck, the biggest names are over there. And Top Rank's got some of the Tim Bradley, Manny Pacquiao. It's got Marquez. They're the biggest names, man. They make the most.
Not at 140 though. No, Arrow at 140. Golden Boy got the names.
Golden Boy got that a lot.
At 140, Danny Garcia, he don't make more than Marquez. Nor does
Lamont Peterson. It's not about making more. They got all the world titles, so they're controlling all the fights.
They got the better fighters over there.
Let me elaborate.
Marquez is 40 years old.
He's got a whole country behind him. They bring the money, bro. They bring the money. They've got the most money, right? So
because of the fans.
Yeah, because of the fans.
How much did Tim Bradley and Marquez do pay-per-view?
I have no idea, man. But I know if you fight Marquez,
75.
People still bought the.
They always did 75,000.
375. 375,000.
375. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Exactly. And that's because of Marquez.
But it's not, out of control. It's nothing.
No, of course not.
Like, listen. Like, I'm a huge El Dinamita fan, but honestly, he didn't start getting his shine until a couple years ago. He really don't sell that many pay-per-views unless he fight Pacquiao, to keep it real. He really don't.
That's because he's a counter-puncher.
Yeah, exactly. He's not saying nothing crazy about Mexicans, but Mexicans don't seem to enjoy those type of fighters with the skill-based fighters.
They like brawls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they're more.
Barrera and him, he is the better fighter. But Morales and Barrera got the shine.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They've done more in their career in the earlier weeks.
But I'll say this: Morales was a bad man.
He wanted to fight them. He wanted part of that mix, but instead they fought each other like 4 times.
Yeah, Morales should have. You know what? Morales and Marquez would have been a really good fight. You know, that
Morales and Marquez, Morales and Barrera early, they end up fighting, but it was, you know.
Yeah, it was late. It was late.
Barrera was old when he fought him, but you should have fought him early on.
Yeah, but he wasn't a name them times. He wasn't the biggest name around times. Marquez was established himself. But moving on.
Yeah, I think back then, Errol, you might be able to make the case that his brother, Rafael, was bigger than him.
Rafael was the don them times. That was my guy, bro.
Yeah.
I know.
Rafael was my guy. But you know what? We're moving on. Like, all right. So this fight, to be honest with you, to be honest with you, I'm gonna expect a slow, cautious 3 rounds. This is my opinion. Slow, cautious 3 round before it catches light, man. I know they both Latino, Mexican heritage, but to be honest with you, they're not the normal Mexican. This is gonna be a very stylish, pick-em fight, man. I can't see them brawling, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's gonna be interesting, man. All right, Naota, how you doing, Naota?
Hey, what's good, man?
What's good, man? What's good? Yeah, we're just discussing the fight and that. Yeah, I'm just breaking down how I see the fight. I think it's gonna be, like I said, a cautious 3 rounds because Marquez just came off a loss, and so did Alvarado come off a beating. So you know what I mean? These guys are gonna be cautious, but I think I'll catch fire late in. If it goes to the scorecards, man, if it goes to the scorecards, I could see it being either like probably a majority decision. Maybe Marquez. Majority doesn't go. I'll go with Marquez. See it that way. I don't see any knockouts in this fight. I just don't see it. I can't see it. But you know, I'm not gonna say that ain't gonna happen. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But that's my breakdown on the fight. Nyota, how you doing, my man? Who you think is gonna fight? How you see the fight going?
I think Marquez is gonna take this, man. I honestly think he just does everything better than Alvarado. And I mean, Alvarado, his defense is okay, but it's not that great. Like, he does kind of a half-assed shoulder roll where he doesn't even really roll his shoulder or move his head. And I think that just kind of leaves him as a sitting duck, especially to like the type of counters that Marquez throws. I mean, the thing is, he won't just counter you with one shot. He'll counter you with a combo. And as he's countering Alvarado with those combos, I think he's going to really wear on him. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a late stoppage, if not a pretty clear Marquez domination. Because I think the fight will look almost like one of the 2 Juan Diaz fights. You know, in the first Juan Diaz fight, Diaz was going for it. In the first Diaz fight, Diaz was going for it, and he got knocked out. In the second Diaz fight, Diaz decided to try and, you know, outbox Marquez, but he just got kind of slapped around, and he survived, but he didn't really win any rounds. So.
You called it right. Hey, Benuma said the same thing, man.
Wow. Yep.
What, man? Make a case for Alvarado, man. Make a case. Is there any case for Alvarado? Like, is he what?
It depends.
The only way I see a case for Alvarado is if Alvarado like really shows something that he's never really shown before, where he just, you know, bullies Marquez and he brings out the old man in him. You know, he brings out the old man in Marquez and he just bullies him and beats him down. But I honestly can't see that happening.
How old is Alvarado? Does anyone know his age? He's not.
33. He's 33.
Marquez is near 40, right? Marquez is 40.
Yeah, Marquez is definitely 40.
But the thing is, Marquez ain't took a beating. Like, he ain't never took a beating like how Alvarado took in his last. He's been in wars, man.
Yeah.
And I believe that will be nailed. I believe that's going to be Alvarado's game plan, man. I think he sees a smaller man in front of him, and he think he's going to rough him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's possible. That's possible. The only thing though is like in doing that, he's gonna be open for a lot of shots, man.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
See, and the thing about Marquez is he's most dangerous when you're coming after him like that.
Yep.
When you're trying to finish him is when he's gonna finish you.
Ask Pacquiao in that first fight. There's no way he was supposed to dominate the remainder rounds like he did, because Pacquiao had him on Wobble Street, man. He knocked him down 3 times in the first round. He should have finished him. But that's when he got even more dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean, not only that, but Diaz wobbled him. He came back, knocked Diaz out. Katsidas dropped him. He came back, knocked Katsidas out. That's why, yeah, exactly. That's why when he fought Mayweather, like, people were criticizing Mayweather for not quote unquote going for the finish. I'm like, well, why is he gonna go for the finish against a guy that knocks the shit out of you when you try to go for the finish?
Yeah.
Like, Mayweather know what he was in there with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Yeah, another thing talking about the undercard ain't left nothing to desire. I'm surprised.
Oh, God.
Usually they usually stack the cards like, but the undercards, I don't know these guys on the undercard. Does anyone know any of these names here?
Well, isn't Aidin on it?
Yeah, this guy Diego Magnuo versus Oscar Bravo, the junior lightweight, and Victor Pozar versus. I don't know these.
Gonna only show the main event on HBO.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The thing is, it's in Inglewood, California. It's the first time this photo has been held at the Forum, isn't it? Is it the Forum? No, not the Is it the Staples Center or the Great Western Forum?
Yeah, no, it's the Forum, man.
It's the Forum. It's the first time they've gone back to the Forum, which is good. That used to be the home in the West Coast, and they had the Austin Boys debut there, man. So that's a good thing, if they're gonna start and Bob Arum trying to establish that, yeah. But to be honest with you, man, I'd have liked it if they had some nice names on the undercard for real.
Oh, they're gonna show Aidin versus Postal. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I've got it. I'm looking at but I don't know these. Hopefully these names will set it alight, man. But
well, I mean, they should be broadcasting pretty soon then on Top Rank TV or whatever.
Yeah, I already got I've got the link up here. I've got the link. When we finish broadcasting, I'm gonna share the link for everyone to try and undercard and stuff like that. But man, everyone's kind of dropped their 2Ps in it.
I came in kind of late.
Yeah. Drop the TVs in it. So let's break it down. So Ben Umar's got Marquez maybe stoppage. Charlie Brown's got Marquez. Natty Turner.
I got Marquez. Unanimous.
Everyone's got Marquez. Everyone's got Marquez, man. Hopefully the fight won't be so one-sided, but it is what it is.
I mean, you gotta look at it like this. This is almost the way like Pacquiao Rios was, because I mean, you gotta think Rios and Alvarado are pretty much even level. Pacquiao and Marquez are pretty much even level.
Yeah.
But you never know if Alvarado has got the mentality to win tonight and not just to turn up and try and rough him up. Mm-hmm. He could cause an upset, but it's very unlikely. You know what I mean?
All I could go off of what I've seen in the past. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He has to show me something new tonight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I agree, man. But Alvarado's not no loser, man. That guy's a winner. I remember the first Rios fight, man. He brought pain, man. He brought it. You know what I mean? And even in the second fight, he blatantly wanted to win. He won. And you know what I'm saying? So.
Well, another thing that I didn't even mention, Alvarado has a lot of scar tissue too, especially like on his lip. Yeah. That lip keeps busting open every fight. So I mean, that might play a role too.
BJ, you sort yourself out, and when you're ready, jump in. You ready to jump in?
Yeah. What's going on? What we talking about?
You know what we're talking about, man. Come on now. This is a bit. You know what we're talking about.
I got Marquez.
There you go. Break it down, my bro. Break it down.
I see Alvarado outboxing him earlier. Outboxing him maybe the first, second, maybe even third round. I see Marquez getting this rhythm together, start timing him, catching him with some rights, hurting him, and maybe stopping him later around 10th round.
Yeah. So you got any case for Alvarado trying to do anything? You don't see him do nothing, no?
Well, the power is there. I mean, he's not going to stop Marquez. He got enough respectable power to keep him off of him. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's just not technical enough. I think eventually that Marquez start timing him, he'll catch up with him.
All right. Boy, man.
I definitely could use his legs. He can move a little bit, but that's not what he's going to do. Like, he'll start off doing that, but he's going to get suckered into a fight, just like he did with Provodnikov.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, do you think? Let me ask this question. Let me ask Neota and you. Let me ask Neota first. Neota, you think the winner of this fight should fight Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Why? Break that.
Well, I mean, for one thing, especially if it's Marquez. I mean, Marquez just knocked Pacquiao, clean out. So that only seems to make sense, because Pacquiao is going to want revenge on Marquez, and then Marquez wants to get that belt that he, quote unquote, should have gotten to in some people's eyes, even though Bradley had beaten Pacquiao before that. But that's a whole big mess. But I mean, and then Alvarado was the one that was supposed to actually be fighting Pacquiao in Macau, not Rios, but it was promised to Rios before that. And then they also didn't want Alvarado having some kind of international incident him like beating some dude's ass in China for some reason, you know, because that's just the way that dude is. You know, he'll get drunk and just start wailing on a fan or something. So I mean, I could see that, but I mean, really, if Alvarado wins this fight, that really just brings down Marquez's stock, and Provodnikov should be the one to fight Pacquiao. Yeah. Otherwise, if Marquez wins, then yeah, he should fight him.
Yeah, I agree, man. PJ, jump in, man. What do you think? The winner should fight Pacquiao? PJ, I think he's on mute, man.
Yeah, he's on mute.
Yeah, he's on mute. PJ! Yeah, he's on mute. Maybe I think he must be doing. I know he was busy doing some stuff. Well,
yeah.
I think it's me, you, and Naota.
Yeah, me, you, Naota, Bert Sugar still. I think he's going to do something. I thought Chris Cabana, he just came online, and I was going to bring him in.
Okay.
Charlie Brown right there?
Yeah. Charlie Brown's here, man.
Yeah, man, I'm here.
I think Chris Caban's coming in. I'll wait for a couple of seconds. I was about to shut it down, but I'll wait for Chris. Just jump in. Wait for Chris to get his take.
It's funny, man, how HBO passed on the Stavern Areola fight and picks this fight up.
Are you serious? They passed on that?
Yeah. What is the criteria? You know what I'm saying? For a good fight for HBO nowadays.
I like it.
Well, you know, they probably figured because the first fight was kind of one-sided for Stavern, they probably figured it wasn't going to be that great, but turned out a lot better.
I think it's to do with
it was entertaining.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But it was entertaining.
Yeah,
I think he had his little moments in there.
I think ESP was the right place for it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, and HBO doesn't seem to really want to like bother with the heavyweights, especially now too, because I think they probably figure that Vladimir's just gonna come in and dominate whoever, so they don't even want to fuck with it, because you know they pretty much blackballed the Klitschko's.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, man. Hopefully, I like Stavern against the Klitschko. A lot of people think. I'm gonna put my money down on Stavern, man. Like for real. I think he could hurt him. Because he knows the fighting side. I mean, people got the Klitschko one-sided. I think he got the movement as well to not to be standing there as well, and he's got the confidence of the champion.
The only thing I worry about that with Errol is the height, man. Is he gonna allow Klitschko to lean on his neck and
he won't
headlock him like he does everybody else?
To be honest, I see that going a lot like the Hay fight. You know, Hay like Stavern just standing on the outside and just trying to wing something from the outside to the inside, and then Klitschko grabs him after Stavern misses.
You can see that, but you see the thing is, like when I think about fighters, like when we talk about this Alvarado and Marquez, I think about your last fight and how you come in and the winner's mentality. Like he's a winner, he just won a championship, he's on an all-time high. Like he's as confident, not as the champion as Klitschko, who's used to being champion, but he's as confident you're going to be. I think he ain't going to come in there and be overwhelmed by the champion. Then maybe the Deontay Wilder is, because when I talked to Deontay Wilder and I was telling him about fighting Klitschko, he wasn't too excited about it because he's been inspiring. He spars the Klitschko, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I don't know what it is when you spar someone, you something happens there, man. He wasn't too excited that, but he's happy to fight Stavern. He wants Stavern for real, man. I mean,
I think he
champion unless you fight a Klitschko.
Yeah.
You can't be the total champion unless you fight the Klitschkos, man. Unless you fight one of them.
That's
and
true.
I mean, just stylistically, I've always given Wilder the best chance at beating Vladimir just by virtue of hand speed and the fact that he could reach him. He doesn't really have to sell out and get on the inside to reach him. He could reach him just with from long distance.
Yeah,
well, a lot of those advantages that Klitschko has been having against his other opponents are going to be out the window.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He just needs that. Once he and Wilder would be the one that wants to stay on the outside, because if Vladimir gets in there and grabs him, I think Vladimir's a lot stronger. He's physically stronger.
I think these people are taking Jones more seriously. I mean, I know he knocked out the troll the other day, but well, he didn't really knock him out. He knocked him down, shall I say? I don't think people say why did he knock him out with his punches. I don't think he really wanted to knock that guy out, man. I don't think because he could have done some serious damage. I think he just wanted to teach him. You know what I'm saying? He could have winded up that left hook to knock him out. And he could have sprayed him out, but I don't.
Well, I mean, Wilder is one of those guys that he doesn't even really have to hit you clean to hurt you. You know, there's some guys that just have power like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what he did to Lihovic. Dude was like freaking seizing on the ground. That was crazy. I mean, even Shannon Briggs didn't do that to that dude.
Oh, Shannon Briggs, he's got a fight today. He's fighting today, actually. You know, I see him bullying his opponent on Facebook, man. Y'all should check it out.
Shannon Briggs was losing that fight, man.
See the fight?
Yeah, exactly.
He was losing that fight to the last round. He was getting his ass kicked.
Well, the funny thing though is like in that fight, Lihovic didn't look like he was doing that great either, just by virtue of the fact that I think Briggs had him out on his feet in the first round.
Where you guys see that fight, man? Shit, I ain't see nothing. Where you see that fight? What station was it?
Man, that was years ago.
No, I'm talking
about Showtime.
Nah, he's fighting today. Shannon Briggs gonna fight today.
Oh, he do?
Oh, he does?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's gonna fight today. He was bullying the opponent. He had a bully on it. That's what I said on Facebook. He had the weigh-in. He's fighting today. Yeah, that's what you guys are talking about, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was fighting a guy that just got knocked out by Huey Fury.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you guys were talking about. Okay, all right. Let me ask. Let me ask Chris. So Chris, who'd you like in the fight between Marquez and Alvarado?
I'm going with Marquez. I think Marquez is going to counterpunch the shit out of Alvarado tonight.
Man, unanimous.
I think he's going to cut Alvarado up, probably knock him out around the ninth round.
Shit. Chris is on it.
Shit.
If
Alvarado wins this shit, that's just the upset of the year. So
all right, Chris. All right, let me ask PJ. PJ, you there? I know he was there a second ago. All right, let me ask Chris. So the winner, you think the winner should fight Pacquiao?
Again, yeah. That's the only fight he can't fight. He ain't fighting nobody from Golden Boy.
I think it's the same.
I would like to see Pacquiao fight Sherman, actually.
Yeah. All right. Everyone goes. PJ, yeah, go ahead, PJ.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Now, what we're talking about? Should he fight Pacquiao?
Yeah. Should he fight Pacquiao? Yeah.
That fight.
My brother?
If he win, I want treatment as Floyd. He needs to step up and fight somebody else. He needs to fight one of these young guys out here. Sean Porter ain't signed the Golden Boy. He can fight Sean Porter.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, man. That'd be good to watch, man.
Shit, like Kell Brook. Kell Brook ain't, he's not signed to Golden Boy either.
I don't think Kell Brook wants that. I don't think Kell Brook wants that show, Brad. I don't think.
Wouldn't mind Pacquiao.
I think Brook fighting Pacquiao makes a lot more sense to Brook than fighting Porter. Porter's a big.
You got something. Driving.
I gotta start the connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind saying Porter.
Charlie Brown.
Nah, I ain't mute. I'm Charlie Brown. If I muted you, I'll mute yourself. Probably because I don't know if I didn't mute you. Charlie Brown, I'll mute yourself. Where you at, Charlie? There you go. Now you mute yourself. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't mute you. Now if I do mute you, I'll mute yourself. It's only because I can see feedback on the screen sometimes, isn't it? But
okay.
Yeah. It's not like nothing personal, man. What I'm saying is that, man, like the way that I think the Cold War coming to end is the best thing for boxing, and hopefully maybe Marquez can get some other fights on Golden Boy stables, man. Because I had enough of this bloody in-house fighting, man. I don't want to see it no more, man. I just don't want to see it no more. This fight don't get me a like, but we're a boxing fan. We're gonna watch it. The fight is the undercard is probably gonna start in about 10 minutes, so we're probably all gonna jump on and watch that. But to be honest with you, the winner out of this fight, to be honest, depending on how they win, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's just one of them. It's just one of them things we just gotta get through, man. That's the way I see it, man. Everyone unanimously picked Marquez to win by decision. Some people got knockout. And anything else you guys want to add in this debate?
Yeah, on the undercard, there's a Russian guy making his debut.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pronounce his surname there, but he's fighting against a guy that's had like maybe 12 professional fights or 13.
Yeah.
So, that fight should be interesting. I think it's at super featherweight or featherweight.
Yeah. I put it up on. I got it up on my I don't really know much about him. What's his name? Is it Victor?
Victor
Yeah,
Troplov or something. Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, it's a welterweight. It's a welterweight fight. 12-round fight. It's the undercard. It's right. It's Under the main event, yeah.
Yeah, he's making a day. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, that one, I think. And the there's a one at featherweight, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be interesting as well. It should be
Yeah.
quite even. Yeah.
Because I've these names. Obviously, Top Rank know what they're doing because they built a lot of people. They built Oscar De La Hoya.
That's right.
Obviously, Oscar De La Hoya was already an Olympic champ, but they came through that. Frank Solu Floyd came through their thing, and Marvin Hagler came through their thing. So they know what they do when they're building fighters. They know what they do. So hopefully, we see some good competitive fights, man. Yeah,
that's true. And also as well, I was gonna add about obviously this is a catchweight fight, right, between welter, and light welter, right? But I think the winner of this fight should maybe fight somebody at 140, maybe like a Peterson or a Garcia, because I got a feeling that, like I said before, that Garcia and Marquez will fight sometime in the future, because of them both being, Latino, one being Latino, one being Hispanic. I think in terms of money making, that fight might happen. Because Al Heyman manages them guys, but he doesn't promote them, does he?
No, he's not. It's not. If you do that now, it's illegal to do that in Las Vegas. So you can manage. You can't manage and promote. You're getting.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. So he's managing it. He's like, obviously Heyman's managing Garcia, and then you got the guy Bob Arum.
Mm-hmm.
I just, for some reason, I see them two. They're gonna have to do some deals. You know what I mean? Especially to make the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight, if that ever happens.
Yeah, but I think as it stands at the minute, Al Heyman doesn't want nothing to do with Bob. I don't know why. Definitely.
Well, it's because he's tied in with Schaefer. He's aligned with Schaefer, so Schaefer, that's where it is.
Oscar
Marquez.
What's going on?
Tied in the Top Rank. Like.
Marquez is tied.
Got like a straight up contract with Top Rank, or is it a fight by fight basis?
Nah, Top Rank has options on Marquez, but so it's like he's co-promoting himself with him.
But see, the thing is, everyone knows that most of the fighters came to Golden because of Oscar. You know what I'm saying? They came to Oscar. The biggest free agent right now is Rigondeaux. I'm surprised no one's clipped him up, man.
That's an atrocity right there.
It is.
Why is?
Wait a minute. Is he a free agent yet? I thought he still had a few months left.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a done. Yeah, it is a wrap.
But what is, I think Rigondeaux he's not getting cheap. He's not getting cheap. I reckon he's probably trying to go for the highest bidder, to be honest with you.
I don't blame him.
Man.
I mean,
first Landy Lara told him to call Al Heyman.
You gotta understand in boxing, them little weights, man, they don't carry much back. Rigondeaux is a big name. Them little weights, all them Quigg and Frampton and all them other guys, they don't want no part of him, man. They don't want no part of him. But you got some big power behind him, like Santa Cruz, where you got money. Like Al Heyman should make that fight, man, between Santa Cruz and Rigondeaux, just for the sake of it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because Al Heyman manages Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I know, but see, what I'm saying is that Santa Cruz loves Al Heyman.
I mean, that's what he started doing, though. That's what Heyman started doing, though. He's starting to like manage both sides of the fight.
Exactly, it's a win-win situation, man. It's not like he's gonna lose out on anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, plus, Santa Cruz and Rigondeaux both at such a high level. I mean, if one of them loses to the other one, it's not like it's gonna be that big of a deal.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we got Scott Quigg walking around there with his chest out like he wants something. Like
Scott Quigg can't beat nobody.
He ain't no damn. He ain't no champion. Like he know. And the thing is, Eddie Hearn knows as well. Eddie Hearn be saying, man, well, we know Rigondeaux's the real champion, but for the layman who don't know nothing about boxing, they just happy he's walking around with his belt. But come on, man, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just you can't. It's hypocrisy at its biggest. Where he's the best, and all these other guys. There's some good fights for him in the division. Every other guy is ducking him, waiting for him to move. This and that. Like they don't want no part of the dude because they don't want to get beat the way Donaire got beat and lose their stuff, man. Boxing too much.
Like comprehensively, man.
He beat Donaire. He beat Donaire. Nice. Beat Donaire. Nice.
And Joseph Abeco didn't even win one round against the dude.
You know what? Joseph Abeco got shut out, man.
He got shut out.
He got shut out, man. Talking about something, I know we all boxing guys, but is anyone watching the Rampage Jackson versus the King Molo later on tonight? It must be just me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me, man.
I saw the face
don't watch
off
MMA,
on.
man.
I didn't even know they was fighting. I saw the face off on Spike TV the other day, though.
They fighting. That's gonna be good, man. Cause Jeff Mayweather is teaching King Mo. He's been in the King Mo has been in the Mayweather gym, so he'll be working his hands. But you know, our Rampage got some hands on him, so I'm just putting it out there. I might do a posting on that later on, because I'm a split screen. If the Marquez ain't popping, I'm watching that MMA shit. I don't give a shit. Man,
You're a traitor, G.
Yeah, I know, man. Listen. I like all combat, man. You see me. I like martial arts, man. Like, I don't know which brothers don't like no kung fu. Right? Everyone likes martial arts, man.
Hey, man, I was just watching Fist of Fury the other night.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people don't like martial arts, but
Jamaicans like kickers.
Yeah.
Tag Team Master is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff Boxing just came in. How you doing, Jeff?
Good, man. How's everybody doing?
What's
Good, good.
We're good. Yo, what's your take, man? What's your take on tonight?
Honestly, like, at first I was just thinking Marquez was gonna win, but now it's like, dude's pushing 40. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You must like break it down and pick on someone, because you know Alvarado took a beating. He's had wars in his last 3 fights, and Marquez, you know, he got completely schooled by Tim Bradley, but he didn't really take a beating. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I think Marquez is gonna have opportunities to let them counters land. Like, Alvarado's gonna open himself up, but I feel like I don't know. You got to wonder, like, is Marquez going to be able to keep it up for 12 rounds? But is Alvarado going to keep it up for 12 rounds? I don't know. I'm going to lean for Marquez, but I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, as interesting as it could be given the matchup.
Yeah, you're not overly excited about this matchup here tonight.
Nah, not really. Not really.
Are you watching the MMA fight?
What? King Mo Rampage?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to buy it.
No, I ain't no one buying that. We got the links, man. No one buys Nike out here. We can watch it for free. I'm gonna hit up the link. Let me come off. Hey,
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go on, Chris. Go ahead.
Who thinks Alvarado really got a shot? Did y'all watch the British Prescott versus Alvarado fight?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Alvarado is not that good.
No.
But Marquez ain't got I don't think Marquez got enough power to keep Alvarado off, though.
He got power. Brettis Prescott hurt Alvarado in that fight. I don't think he's a big puncher.
Yeah, he rocked him repeatedly.
Yeah, he got that Conor.
Hey, he's not
lightweight. He's not that Conor lightweight. That was that lightweight. And Conor ain't got no damn chin. I can knock my little sister knock Conor out.
I figured Luis Collazo was fighting Khan like he was in prison.
My question is, I just wonder how much Marquez really got in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I already put this as a crossroads fight for real, man. I mean, it's a crossroads fight because how much his Marquez got. He looked to me in the Bradley fight, because Bradley looked so much faster. He looked out his timing. He looked much slower because he was built on power. And I don't know if he was juicing. I don't know. I ain't sure that he was juicing.
It was the speed, though. It was the disparity in speed, man.
Yeah,
He's got fast hands, though, eh? He's got.
Style make fights. Bradley does the wrong fight for Marquez. Alvarado is going to get beat down tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like Marquez, you know, the Marquez we all know and love, yeah, then he wins. But I'm just wondering, the man's 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's had a long career. He's thinking about the next step. You know, you gotta wonder.
Yeah.
I don't think he took too much damage in the Bradley fight. He was just outboxed, man.
Yeah.
He was just outboxed, man. The speed was too much for him. The movement was just too much for him, and he couldn't keep up.
Yeah, but in the Juan Diaz fight, Marquez did take a lot of damage, and he came through at the end. But you gotta wonder, the man's 40 years old, man. You gotta wonder, like, can he keep it up like that?
That's what I was saying. It's the age, man.
Yeah, Juan Diaz fight was light years ago, though.
Yep.
But Umar brought it up.
Recover from that.
Now to brought it up. Now you turn to brought it up. You guys keep talking about it though, because there's some sort of parallel here.
Because of the way he adjusted in that fight, man.
He fucked up.
It was like fool's gold. What's his name? Diaz thought he was on top. and then out of nowhere, uppercut.
Who has Baby Bull knocked out or hurt? Who has Baby Bull knocked out? Baby
Bull takes shots, man.
Baby Bull got a hell of a chin. He's a good damn fighter though, Chris.
Yo, in that rematch with Paulie, yo.
Oh no, I never said he could punch. I'm not saying he could punch, but he's a good fighter nonetheless. Yeah, nobody gonna say he could punch. And when he does get knockouts, they come in the 11th round from accumulation.
Yeah, but dude, you gotta wonder though, because in that rematch with Paulie Malignaggi, Paulie got him hurt, man. I was surprised. Paulie hit him with an uppercut and it rocked him back.
At 140, because to me, Baby Bull always fought out of his weight class. He could have fought lower than 35 to me.
Yeah,
he was always looking soft.
Yeah, you ever know the Baby Bull was fat at 135? Like, how you fat at 135? He could have made 126 if he would have pushed himself.
Exactly. That's what I always said, man. And I used to live in Houston. You know what I mean? And I know his habits.
Paulie Malignaggi hit hard and won.
That dude used to be in the club getting nice in between fights.
Yeah. Well, I think we exhausted the topic right now. Every guy's got this unanimous, man. And there's no breadcrumbs left for Alvarado. It's a sweep, man. It's how and when Marquez decides to finish him off. We might be upset, man. If we do, I guarantee I'm gonna hit everyone back up. I don't want to hear everyone. Everyone go eat some crow. But as it stands right now, Marquez should win this fight. And hey, let me ask you this question before I go. Jeff, do you think the winner of this fight should fight Pacquiao?
I see it happening. I mean, I don't care to see it. Yeah. But I can see it happening.
You don't care to see it? Go on, but tell the people why.
I don't know. Marquez, it'd be the 5th time with Marquez. Alvarado, I mean, if Alvarado beats Marquez, he beat a 40-year-old champion who's on his way out. You know what I'm saying? Provodnikov just starched him. I mean, it just don't make much sense to me.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing.
It takes a lot for you to quit in your corner in your hometown.
Yep.
In a showcase fight in your hometown.
But I live in Colorado, man. Like, I know pro fighters who used to freaking have Alvarado hit their gyms, and I know motherfuckers who've seen Alvarado fight live. Like, he's got a big fan base down here. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they call him Mile High Mike, man. They love him in Colorado, man.
Yep.
But the problem with Mike, and this is one thing I want to touch on. Everybody's saying he's a young lion. He's this, that. Mike Alvarado's 33 years old. He ain't that young. And he's been through a lot of wars with Prescott, DeMarco, Brandon Rios twice, beating Ruslan put on him. That dude ain't got much left, man. I think he's pretty much shot.
Yeah, he's got a lot of mileage on him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The tank's dry
right now.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, bro, that tank is running on fumes. He about to pull over real soon.
But yo, Marquez got mileage too, though. That's why I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think he got tagged up, man. Marquez ain't got beat up like that, though, man. He ain't never ruthless. Like, if you look at their last 2 losses, like, Marquez feel like he won against Bradley. I don't know why. But then,
no.
I know. Ruthlessly, you see Maha got stopped in his corner, man. He's like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get out of here.
But the exact words you said that make the perfect sense in that is that even though Marquez is older, he ain't never took no beatings. Those beatings that Alvarado's taking, never.
And the thing is, even when he does take beatings, like he did in Pacquiao, he comes back. He makes adjustments and comes back. He makes adjustments for real.
Skills pay the bills, man. That's what I said about my boy El Dinamita. Skills pay the bills.
All right, man. All right, so it's the Marquez sweep, man. All right, listen up, people. Leave your comments in the comment section. If it's a great fight, which I predict, I'm not too sure it will be, we'll come back and we'll give our takes on it. But for now, we out of here. Peace. Everyone else stay in the. Hey, you guys stay here, by the way.
Peace.
All right. Bless.